Hi everyone, I'm just getting ready to go and test all this Blitz gear out. This is the first time I've worn my new Close Combat t-shirt as well. It's looking good, quite happy with it. But anyway, I went to go out in the gym and then I realised that I haven't sorted my mouth guard out. So I'm going to do this Blitz mouth guard and see how it goes. So looking at the instructions, I need to fill a suitable container with water, with boiling water, and allow it to cool for 30 seconds. With the peg in position, I presume that's this little black thing that came with it, so that slots in the front of there, because this is the double mouth guard. With the peg in position, place the gum shield in the water for 40 seconds. Now I'm going to get my little kitchen tongs out, because I'm not putting my fingers in boiling water, obviously. Do not exceed this time, remove with a suitable utensil. The gum shield should look and feel soft and pliable. If not, replace the gum shield in the water for a further 10 seconds. Please note, if the water has cooled too much, then the gum shield will not get soft enough to mould. If you are not having any success, start again with freshly boiled water. Before moulding, allow the gum shield to cool to a suitable level. Carefully place the gum shield around the upper and lower teeth, bite down firmly while sucking in strongly, and use your fingers to press the edges of the gum shield into your teeth and gums. Continue this process for 30 seconds. Remove the gum shield and cool under a running cold tap for 1 minute. The gum shield must be cold before replacing in the mouth. Remove the peg and place the gum shield into the mouth. The gum shield should feel comfortable. If this is not the case, then the above steps can be repeated. So, I'm going to get some water boiled and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done the first stage. I've got my boiling water and I have let it settle for 30 seconds. So I'm just going to pop this in the water, and now I need to keep that in there for 40 seconds. The next step after that is the gum shield should look and feel soft and pliable. If not, replace the gum shield in the water for a further 10 seconds. Please note, if the water has cooled too much, then the gum shield will not get soft enough to mould. If you are not having any success, start again with freshly boiling water. It looks softer, it definitely looks softer. It says, before moulding, allow the gum shield to cool to a suitable level. Carefully place the gum shield in the upper and lower teeth. That is disgusting, I'm sure, but it seemed to work quite well actually. Seems to work quite well. The reason why I kept coming up close to the camera is to look at the time. I've done it up to that level, so what it says here is, before moulding, allow the gum shield to cool to a suitable level. I pretty much did that. It was quite hot when I put it in my mouth, but if you give it 10 seconds or so, it's not too bad. With kids, I'd probably say give it a bit more time than that. Carefully place the gum shield around the upper and lower teeth, bite down firmly while sucking in strongly, and use your fingers to press the edges of the gum shield into the teeth and gums. Continue this process for about 30 seconds. So I did that. I can see my teeth in there, it's looking good. Not too bad at all. Feels pretty good. Now I need to remove the gum shield and cool under a running cold tap for 1 minute. So I will pause the video and come back to you. Okay, so I've done that now. Run it under there for probably more than a minute, but I just wanted to make sure it was right. So then it says, remove the peg and place the gum shield into the mouth. The gum shield should feel comfortable. If this is not the case, then the above steps can be repeated. Well, I've already put it back in my mouth and it feels pretty good, but I don't know how to remove the peg considering I've just bitten into that. quite difficult to get out. I'd say probably going to need some pliers. I've got my little needle nose pliers, my Gerber tool, and I'm going to try and pull that out. There we go. So that's come out. Now I'm going to put it back in my teeth. The only problem I can see with this is that it looks the same both ways up, so you're going to have to make sure you look and see which way it's supposed to go. It hugs the top of my teeth, but when I bite down into it and then pull away, it's stuck to the bottom teeth. So I don't know if I like that very much. It's a good fit, and the holes in the front is definitely enough room to breathe through, and it doesn't whistle like my other one. So yeah, I think that's quite a good gum shield actually. I was very unsure about this because of the shape of it, but when I started to melt it in hot water, I could see it curling in, and I thought, yeah, that's definitely going to mold. But it's just a case of finding the right time to put it in your mouth, because if you put it in too soon, it's going to be too hot. If you put it in too late, it's going to not mold properly. I might even mold this again and just bite down into it a bit more. If you do that, make sure you put this back in, otherwise you're going to close those holes. This keeps them open. So I might mold it again, just to, especially on the top teeth, just mold that in. So ideally you want it to stick to your top teeth, not the bottom. Like that. Not like that. So I'll have a play around with it and see if it works. But it feels quite comfy. And when you've got it in your mouth, you can keep your jaw shut and still breathe, and it should protect you quite a lot actually. So I'll wear it while I'm product testing the other things, see how easy it is to breathe through, make sure it's okay, and I might remold it again later, but it's pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. So we're probably going to sell these on the website. I'll give it a bit more time before I decide that for sure, because I want to test it. I want to probably take a couple of knocks with it if anyone can hit me, and see how that feels, and then I'll probably get some in stock and start selling them for people who want them, and they're quite cheap. They'll be on there for £5, so everyone has got no excuse to go and get themselves a gum shield. Well, I'm just going to try and remold this mouth guard because it doesn't fit quite as well as I wanted to. It keeps sticking to the bottom teeth rather than the top, as you saw earlier. So I'm just going to put that in there. Plop that in there for 30 seconds. Okay, that's been in for 30 seconds now, so I'm going to take that out. It's almost gone back to normal. I shouldn't have done that, a bit too hot, but yeah, it's gone back to its normal shape. Now I'm going to push this in, I'm going to push it up into the top of my mouth to seal it around the front teeth. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to run it under the cold tap to cool it down. You can see how it's folded around my teeth there. Okay, so it's sticking to my top teeth a lot better now. But I've got very funny bottom teeth, and I think that might be just pulling it down a little bit. Yeah, it's not too bad. Now I'm going to take this front thing out. And then feels pretty good. I can breathe through it really well. Don't even need to open your mouth with it on really, because it's so you can breathe through it so easily. Yeah, pretty good.